Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On the draw, gives to Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it's caught by Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
At the 44-yard line.
First down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hill to throw on 3rd and 1. And a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Down to the 25. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. Now the Ravens have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot down.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Dancing to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill eluding the pressure right. On
on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He's going to go up top again. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Demario Davis there on the stop.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
He's on the coverage.
Breeze now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Breeze on third down. That'll be complete to Cook. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 33 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
They had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. Brought in left side by Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the Saints' 34-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
That's the score. Ravens 27, Saints 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the 27, Hill. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. On 3rd down, Hill steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the second half with Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And his throw here is incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Murray. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hill. Flushed out right. They'll try and run it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Breeze now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hill buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
first down before he's brought down at the 3. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Breeze now. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Ravens 30. Saints 13.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st down, Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Another run here with Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's into the clear. The 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
again, it's Murray. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Saints 19. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And inches.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Malik Harrison on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their pullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
On the tackle. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And it's into the hands of Edwards.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
On first down, Breeze escaping the pressure right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Flushed out right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete, right around the 8. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Breeze, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to go. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my thing is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just